When you're holding a back lever, you're activating your scapulas, your back, your lats, your abs, your chest, your biceps, your triceps, your forearms, your glutes, even your calves. And you need to be conscious of activating all these muscles simultaneously and working together to hold this move. Now, before you begin to learn these 5 steps that I'm about to show you to master your back lever hold, you must be able to pass the requirements. For this exercise, you need to be able to hang on the bar for at least 20 seconds. You'll need to be able to do at least 15 high knee raises, 10 pull-ups, and a hanging L-sit hold for at least 10 seconds. If you got all these and you can do them comfortably with perfect form, then you're ready to start learning this move. All right, so let's get started. So there's many progressions, many steps to learning how to back lever. I've broken it down into these 5 basic progressions, the same steps I use to learn how to back lever and the same steps that I teach in my workshops. And if you master these 5 steps, this is gonna be the most efficient way for you to master your back lever. So the first progression I have for you is skin the cat. Let me show you what that looks like. So this move right here stems off of the exercise of the high knee raise. So that's why that was a requirement before starting to learn this exercise. So if you guys are having trouble with this exercise, you need to go back and practice those high knee raises. And they should be looking like this. So really tight, slight over grip, tight grip. Squeeze that core already, squeeze those hands already. Feet tight together, knees up. Bring it up by leaning back and then bringing those hips up. Straight, come back down. Always keep that core tight, always keep your hands tight, perfect form. So knees up, start to lean back. You're gonna feel it in your shoulders, almost like a lat pull down. Actually, exactly like a lat pull down. One more time, guys, let's do a couple reps. Knees up, lean back. Pull your hands down, lats come down. So when I'm doing that move, I'm not just bringing my knees up, but I'm also leaning back and trying to bring my hands to my waistline. All right, so master that exercise right there, and you should be doing skin the cat. And before moving on to the next step, you wanna make sure that you can do the skin the cat comfortably with perfect form for at least 5 reps. Let's go for a quick 5 reps right now. So this next step, very similar to skin the cat, we're gonna go for a tucked back lever hold. It looks like this. So as you can see, this move stems off of the skin the cat. When you do a skin the cat, you lift through your arms into an inverted position where your back is flat. When you do a tuck back lever, that's the position you're gonna try to hold. When doing this exercise, make sure you have a really tight grip. It really helps if you have an over grip on it. And as you're going over, you wanna already start looking forward. Try to already spot the wall as you're turning over before you even reach to that tucked back lever position. And once you get to that tucked back lever position, you want to re-squeeze your body again. Re-squeeze your hands, your core, everything as tight as possible. And then you're going to try to hold that position, staring at that wall, keeping that core tight, breathing. You're going to try to hold that as long as you can. So let me show you one more time what that looks like. So shoulder width apart, that tight grip, feet together, knees up, come over. Now I'm going to already start to spot the wall, keep it tight, and I'll have a slight lean forward too. And this is the position right here, all right? So you want to be able to hold that position right there for at least 15 seconds. All right, so once you've mastered the tucked back lever hold, this next exercise is going to introduce that straight line position from a back lever. We're going to go for a back lever upside down hold. Let me show you guys what that looks like. All right, so that move looks pretty simple, and it is. This shouldn't be too much of a harder progression, a harder step. To take after that tuck back lever hold, but this progression is setting you up for the next step, which is actually holding that straight line. So you want to be able to at least master holding a straight line straight upside down. You want to have a really tight grip when you're doing this exercise. And just like the back lever hold, now you're activating your body as a whole in a linear position. So you want to be able to hold this move right here for at least 20 seconds. Get really comfortable with this move, and it's going to make the next one a whole lot easier. So one more time, let me show you guys what it looks like. You want to have slight over grip, shoulder width apart, really tight grip, always straight lines, feet tight, tight, tight together, core tight, feet straight up, then straight up, and you want to be as straight as a pencil. Keep everything tight, 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 and start pushing your chin forward, straight down to the ground, looking straight in front of you. You're gonna keep everything tight, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those calves, keep those feet super tight together, and make sure you're breathing. Now we're gonna come back down, just like that. So master that move, and you're ready to learn one of the last steps to mastering your back lever hold. All right, so now we're gonna be moving into single leg back lever negatives. This is step 4 to mastering your back lever hold. Let me show you guys what it looks like real quick. We're gonna go into that upside down hold position. One leg in, start looking for the ground. There we have the single leg back lever negative. So going over this exercise, you want to start off with a really strong over grip. And as you go over, you want to make sure that you're already in a straight line. And that's extremely important. Before you begin to descend, you need to make sure that your body is already super, super tight and you really have that locked linear position. What's really going to help you keep that locked position is the angle of your face. Like I said, you need to start pointing that chin up and starting to look in front of you as hard as you can. Really start to point that chin as you start to come down. You also want to start pointing your toes as hard as you can. Come down as slow as you can. Next leg. One in. And come down as slow as you can. Now when you're first doing this exercise, you're probably going to be dropping down pretty quickly, and that's completely normal. Your body's definitely not used to being in this position and holding this amount of weight, as well as connecting so many muscles to be able to hold this linear position for amount of time. So just focus on really squeezing, really making that connection, squeezing all the proper muscles, using the proper form to come down, and eventually you're gonna be able to come down slower and slower. So you wanna make sure you can do this exercise comfortably with perfect form, at least 5 on each leg before moving on to this last progression. And the last progression I have for you is back lever negatives, the same progression we just did with 2 feet. Back lever negatives. In some cases, this progression is even harder than actually holding a back lever. But to achieve the strength to perform this progression, you want to make sure that you're training all the progressions that I just showed you. You can incorporate them into your workout regimen. For example, back day would be a perfect day for this. Abdominals, or your technique day would be a great time to train these. So the way that you actually get from the back lever negative to actually holding a back lever is by doing the back lever negative over and over and over again until it gets extremely comfortable. Just like the back lever negative with the single leg, you're gonna drop fast at the beginning, eventually you're gonna get better at it, you're gonna hold a straighter line, you're gonna start coming down a whole lot slower and more controlled. The same thing is gonna happen with these back lever negatives with 2 feet. At the beginning, you might be coming down pretty quick, but the more you do them, you're gonna have a better control, you're gonna gain more strength, and you're gonna start to come down slower and slower. And eventually you're gonna be able to come down so slow that instead of going all the way down, you just stop and you hold it right in the middle. Let me show you guys what that looks that's what will eventually happen. That's what happened with me. By the time I was able to do 10 back lever negatives comfortably, I was able to come down real slow and just lock it right into that horizontal position. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys practice these progressions, incorporate them into your workout routines, then it shouldn't be too long until you unlock and master your back lever hold. So smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, share it with a friend that you think is up for a new challenge and to get in the best shape of your life.